beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. We are gonna dive into the Glamlite and Betty Boop collection. This one is already available. I was at the launch party this Friday together with my bestie Heather Austin. We had an amazing time. It was so much fun. I'm gonna have a vlog on my vlog channel about the whole thing, about this whole week actually, because I had quite the week. I just need to get it edited and I will put that up on my second channel that is always linked down in the description box. But we are going to dive into this collection. I'm going to try all the things. I'm going to show you some swatches and I'm actually going to do two different looks. I haven't done that in a bit because I've been way too busy, if we're going to be honest, but I've missed it so much. So we are going to do two different looks with this palette because I'm telling you right now, it swatches like a dream and I cannot wait to dive in. So this collection is already available at the Glamlite website. You can use my code Angelica and you will get 15% off when you're shopping at Glamlite. I did get this collection, like I said, when I was at the party in LA, and I already filmed some like reels and TikToks and stuff. So if you're following me on other platforms, you probably have already seen some stuff, but we are going to dive in today with these things. The first thing that we are going to be using is the lip set. It comes in a little box like this, and it is a red lip set. And I am very excited. If you didn't know, one of my makeup resolutions for 2024 is to use more bright, bold red lips. So, and not just red, like other things, not just like nude colors. So I am so excited that we're gonna be doing a little red today. So let's start with this one because I wanna have the red lip on. I'm a little bit cold today. I could have worn something a little bit more pin-up-y. I actually really like Betty Boop and the whole like aesthetic of Betty Boop, but it's too cold. It's cold in Austin, it's dreary. We're not doing that. Is this a twist up? No, this is one that you sharpen. I actually really like the quality of Glamlite lip pencils. They are creamy enough so you don't have to tug on your lips, but they're not too overly creamy, so you can still be super precise with them and they do dry down. So yeah, the lip pencils from Glamlite are especially a favorite. I like the lipsticks too, but the lip pencils, they're bomb.com. This is a beautiful color. Let's do the lipstick. When I swatched it, I was like, wow, this really is so smooth and silky, not tugging at all. So it's probably like some silicones in this to keep it being this smooth, but it doesn't feel like a film. It doesn't smell like anything. It smells like ingredients. That is a really beautiful classic red lip. It is a little bit more on the cool leaning side, which it looks beautiful. I prefer something that's a little bit more warm, but I still feel like this isn't cool enough, so it's making my teeth with a little bit more of a golden undertone look yellow. I think that this actually does help a bit. That's a You did really good with that one. You did really good. Oh, there's also a mirror in this collection. So it's a big Betty Boop mirror. I actually really like this one. It's quite the big, it's a big one. I can see my entire face. It's very clear. It's very nice. This is high quality. And this one is like, it's really nice and easy to hold. I will say the mirrors from Glamlite are really beautiful. If you're looking for a new handheld mirror and you find something from Glamlite that you really like, they are really good quality. There's also lashes and mascara in this set. Let me actually show you just like a close-up of like how they look. These are the lashes. They are very dramatic, and we will definitely be using that one for sure. And then we have the mascara. I still have mine in the packaging. That's a really cute packaging, and I did not like the mascara from Glamlite and Scooby-Doo, so I really hope I like the mascara that they're coming up with in this collection. It has a pretty nice one. I prefer myself something that's smaller, but at least it's not too overly fluffy, but we will definitely be trying this one out. I usually like most of the things that Glamlite release, but of course you can't like everything. And the mascara from Scooby-Doo is one of those things that I actually really did not like at all. So those are the things except the blush duo and the eyeshadow palette. So this is just the blush duo. It's like, you can see it's like shifting color, and then it is a lighter like corally pink, and there's a darker corally pink. I myself don't think that these are too similar, especially this one that's lighter to the other shades. This one might be slightly similar to the one in the Chucky collection, but at least these two shades are very different from each other. One is lighter, one is darker. So I think that this one looks really cute. I think we will be using the one that is a little lighter. And I'm just picking it up with my own brush. This is a Singe F06, which is my own brand. I like putting my blush high up because I am 40 and I want my face to be a little lifted. That looks beautiful. I actually really like that shade. Some of the blushes from Glamlite has been a little bit more on the brighter and darker side, and I feel like this one is slightly more muted, and I am a little bit into like a muted blush. That's really cute. Before we zoom in and I start doing some eye looks, this is the eyeshadow palette. It has the lenticular motion, I think what it's called. I'm trying to learn. And it is a very, very pretty, I thought this was going to be a red monochromatic palette, but now that I see it, there is a peach, there is a black, and there's like a pewter metallic that's really pretty. These shimmers are insane. Like insane. There is some like, it's almost like mauvey purple, and then there is a purple shimmer, a purple topper, and there is like a brown and some more like muted shades as well. So it's definitely not a monochromatic red palette like I thought first when I saw it, because the background is making me feel that, but it's definitely not that. So we're gonna do two very different looks today and just see what we can get. And the first thing that I thought about when I swatched this one out, because it swatches, like I said, like a dream, is that I want to do a halo eye using maybe this one and the purple, and maybe I'll top this one. And we need to use this one here as well, and the peach, because that was insane for the second look. So let's zoom in and let's start. I don't have any highlighter on, but as you can see, this blush has a little bit of a sheen to it, but I'm actually going to be using an oldie but a goodie. This is from Oden's Eye, and this one is Pink Star, which is the one that's like a warm, like vanilla shifting to a pink. And I just felt like this was the one for today, like a little pinky soft moment for like the pinky blush. I'm just gonna do a little. I'm not gonna pack it on. You can, oh my god, there's brushes everywhere. You can definitely make this super, super glowy if you want to, but I was wanting to have something, a little pink just on top here. I'll do a little bit here too. Just a little glow. Just a little glow. So, let's dive into this palette. So I'm definitely, this is gonna be the start of the show. The Ooh La La. Yes, and maybe Punchy a little bit. But what I'm thinking is I want to be using this one, the Boop Oop A Doop. Boop Oop A Doop. I'm going to be using that one as like the main dark color for the halo. And should I be like maybe this one then, Icon? So we'll do Icon and then this one. And then we'll do the purple in the middle. So I'll start with Icon. And I'm just going to be, this is an EO2, so I'm just going to be pushing that in the outer part. And when I do halo eyes, I like to bring them in a diagonal, like this. So I don't do them straight up. I do a little bit of a diagonal, because I feel like that helps with my eye shape to like lift a little bit. Sometimes it's really nice to just experiment, like what works for me, what looks good on my eye shape, and what shape can I do to keep my eye from like, you know, looking the way I want. And also if you're like me and you have a little hood, like you see I have a hood here, I have to like put the shadow above the hood and then just blend it up. Otherwise you can't see it. And I want you to see my makeup. Okay, so I put some just under my eyes as well. And now I'm gonna do that Boop Oop A Doop, which is the darker one. And I'm just gonna put that on top of where I had the other one, but of course not covering all of it, because we want it to be an ombre from the lighter to the darker. So I'm doing a smaller brush. This is the EO5, which is slightly smaller than the EO2. And we are just, again, in the diagonal, we're just doing a little bit of this to deepen it up. Something like that. I might end up putting a little bit more on later. And with the inner part, I'm trying to not do it too high. You can see I'm just pushing it into where my crease is. You can see the hood, and I'm just small circle motions blending in the diagonal up so it doesn't become too big. And I think I'm going to do with a small EO7. I'm just going to line underneath. And I'm doing the whole, I'm not doing the halo under. So I'm doing the whole eye with the same dark shadow, just like a little bit to accentuate. I think that this looks really, really nice, honestly. And I'm going to be doing the Ooh La La, which is that purple. And I am going to be spraying it because I spray all my shimmers because I just use whatever setting spray I have in front of me, honestly. I don't want a lot of fallout. Oh my god, the brushes are killing me here. I don't want a lot of fallout, and I want the shadows to be their full opacity to begin with. That is so pretty. So we're gonna do that in the middle. And I like doing the shimmer that I do for my halo. I like putting it up here as well, because I feel like it, again, helps with the eye shape that I have. That is really pretty. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit on the sides and a little bit up here. And I'm going back with that darker shade, and I'm just layering a little bit on the lid to help with the blend and to give it that like drama that I'm looking for. And then the one that I said pudgy up here, I'm gonna take a little bit of that one. It's just like a topper shimmer shade, you see that? And I am just gonna pop that, you can see, just in the middle on top, and just layer it on top to get that like super wet sparkly feeling. I think that's really pretty. I might actually even do that here. Just a little sparkle in the inner corner, just something. That's really cute. Okay, let me do that on the other eye, and then we can finally try the mascara. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of this one. Like I said, I do prefer a wand that's a little smaller than this one, because I feel like, I don't know, do I have too small eyes for a big brush? I always feel like I end up like putting it on my makeup, I end up putting it on my skin. I always prefer like something that's a little bit more detailed. I'm gonna be curling my lashes. This one is from Tower 28. I want to give my lashes the best chance possible since we are trying a new mascara, but there are lashes like I showed you in this collection that we're gonna be putting on. So if the mascara doesn't do wonders, it's perfectly fine. I can already tell you this isn't my favorite because I like when more product comes off the wand. I mean, not horrible, but definitely not as good as my favorite ones. But I also think that like if you're using falsies like I'm gonna do today, it's definitely good enough to just like coat your lashes, get them to be a little elongated, a little curled. I definitely feel like the wand is gripping the lashes a bit, and there is a good difference, but I like something that's a little bit more product comes off the wand. But let me actually just finish this up with these are a lot, but we're gonna try them. We're doing it. Listen, they're in the collection. So this is the first look, and I am really enjoying it. I definitely think as well in this palette there is a black. You could have deepened this up a little bit more with the black if you wanted to, but I kind of wanted to keep it like this because especially the lashes are girl, they're a lot. They are a lot. I think we'll use the black in the next look and do like something along these like red shades here, and then this one, and I want to use this like peach one because it's swatched so deliciously. We need to use it. But I'm really enjoying this look. I think it is super, super pretty, and I would definitely not be sad to be wearing this for the rest of the day, but I am gonna do another one. That's why we're here, to do looks, to inspire, and to show you what this palette could do. So this was my berry purple moment. Let's get into the next one. So let's start with the I'm a Boop, and then let's the She's a Star. And the little bit of the black. We need the black, okay? I love me a good, like, dramatic, dark moment, even though I've been trying to do not too many of them. How bad? Am I doing okay with that? Like, you can tell me as a friend. But I've been trying to not always reach for the darkest shadow and trying to do like a couple of other things as well. Even though I'm literally doing red eyeshadow. Oh, I love red eyeshadow with a red lip. I really do. If you're trying something new this like Valentine's season or any, like, for any reason whatsoever, red with red, monochromatic red look It is so pretty and I highly, highly recommend it. So I'm just doing like this. Just buffing, and this is the EO6. Great brush if you want to have a blended result in your crease, but still very pigmented and like covers a little bit of a bigger area, so you don't have to work with a super, super small brush when you're doing your crease color. But I think we're gonna leave it like that. I say as I go in and blend a bit more. Let's do a little bit of that under the eyes too. I always say when you work with red eyeshadow, this is my best tip. Don't do it sheer. If you do red eyeshadow sheer around your eyes, it is gonna look like you're sick. Definitely. That's a good trick for Halloween though. Sheer red eyeshadow. But if you pack it on and you make it opaque, that's the tip. Make it opaque. That's how you make it look like actual red eyeshadow and not like you're just down with the worst man cold of the century. So we're doing some red and I'm just gonna blend this part out where they meet. And I think that looks really, really cute. Let me see. Let me go in with an EO2 and let's do the She's a Star, which is the darker red. And I'm just gonna, ooh, I can already see that that's gonna make a difference. I'm gonna put that in my outer corner and in the absolute part of the crease to make it a little darker and a little bit more defined. Like I said, make it opaque. That's how to keep red eyeshadow from making you look sick. And don't overblend the edge either, because again, you're gonna look sick. We don't want that. So something along those lines. I mean, you can definitely see the difference between the one that I put the dark shadow on. This is really incredible. And we're gonna do Major Sass. And we're gonna do Classic Cheek. It's the peach I've been talking about for this entire video because I was obsessed with how it swatched. Well, we're gonna start with this one. It is a little flaky, but it picked up really good. So I'm gonna spray it. Spritz, spritz. And we are gonna put that in the middle. Ooh. There's some weird people outside my window. I'm like, okay. And with weird people, I mean two people talking to their phones like this, as Americans apparently do, next to each other. Which must be super annoying, because aren't you like having like a conversation, all four of you at that point? Incredible. Okay, so I think with a small EO5, we're gonna do the little black dress and just deepen up a little bit. Just a smidge in the outer corner. Okay, I will say, this black is a little bit more pigmented than what I prefer in a black. I actually prefer a black that's not this pigmented and blendable because it can go like really intense really fast. But if you like that, that's definitely what this is. Like, it is so pigmented and very, very, very spreadable. But yeah, make sure to use as little as possible when you're doing this because it goes south real fast. So this is the, look at that peach. Oh, I'm gonna, since I don't even like using my fingers, but since I don't have any nails right now, why don't we use this here? It's so sparkly and high shine. It's honestly a little, almost frightening. That's so sparkly. I do feel like this look became a little too much with that black. I kind of wish I hadn't used as much, but learn from my mistakes and use way less than what I did. But yeah, this is the finished look, and I do wish that I almost like it skipped the black. I didn't need the black. Okay, so with the lashes on, it definitely looks better. The black part, it kind of like fits, but I will say, yes, had I known that this black was gonna be this, I would definitely have gone in a little bit lighter, but like, look at this like inner part, how it's like shining. Ooh, so pretty. How you doing, baby? Do you want to come and say hi? I don't think he does. He doesn't really like it. Oh, there you go. You're so beautiful. I know. I love you too. This is our pupper Tesla. He's a big boxer. Sorry, you can't like properly see him, but he is the best. So I like all the things in this collection, but I will say the lashes are maybe not necessarily my favorite type of lashes. I like a half lash. I like something that's a little less dramatic, I think. I know. The lipstick blew me away. I actually really like this, and I hope we get to see this exact formula in a bunch of things. Glamlite, I love you, but we need an orange lipstick. You have been giving us peach, you have been giving us pink, you have been giving every orange. As a friend, we need an orange. And can we have like a, not a coral, we don't want a pinky orange, we do not want a neon orange, we want a nice burnt, not too dark, warm orange in this. I would love that. Let me know what you think about this collection. Like I said, everything is available right now. I would leave a link to it down below. Like I said, I think my favorite part is, of course, the eyeshadow palette. I love a good eyeshadow, but the lip, it really surprised me. So let me know your thoughts, and I will see you again probably on Wednesday for a new video. Bye!